Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Yes, indeed. Surprise. It was me. No. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fox 12 Now. Yeah, I've got the mask here, and unfortunately, I was told about this right before we went on. If you are a fan of The Masked Singer, then you know exactly what this is that I'm holding up, because it's representation of the one and only Spaghetti and Meatballs, who has been on this season of The Masked Singer. Everything I'm saying sounds so weird, but if you know the show, you absolutely appreciate that. And last night, a little bit of a spoiler, it was revealed who Spaghetti and Meatballs was, and it was Joe Bastianich. Yes, Joe, who you know from MasterChef, from so many different shows, not only a chef and a cook, but also a performance artist. He's also a singer. He also has a whole channel on Spotify with his music, and was a performer on The Masked Singer last night before being revealed, singing some Billy Joel while up there and wowing the judges. And we got a chance to speak to him this morning, immediately after that. And it's an interesting conversation. It's a short conversation because this is one of those things where when this happens, he's talking to everybody all over the country, but we at least got a few minutes with him here for Portland. And one of the things I wanted to know when talking to him is just, there is so much, so much of a secret as far as who each person is in these costumes. But I figured behind the scenes, there's got to be a lot more people in his life that know about it. And that's what I wanted to find out is, what prompted him to want to do this to begin with. And then also how many people knew about it? What was it like participating? So that's what we started off with here for the first question with him. And then we asked him a few other things too. I'm going to say there is definitely a Portland connection in this interview. You'll see here in just a second. But let's start it off with asking Joe why he wanted to do this.
So the only person who knew was my wife. It was top secrecy all around. I did it, well, obviously an honor to be on a great show like The Masked Singer. I'm also a singer-songwriter. I have a Spotify account where I do this. So I'm a performer. So when you ask a singer to sing, they say yes.
Okay, so I didn't realize exactly how secretive this was. So just your wife, so not even your kids, no one else.
No, it was top secret. They were all super surprised last night. We watched it together. I mean, that's part of the gig. And I think that's the great thing about the show is they're able to really keep the lid on it, which makes it exciting.
Yeah, that's quite an achievement for this day and age, especially. So, I look at it, you're involved in two different worlds. You have your music side and performance in that aspect, but then you also have being a chef and all the different shows that you've done there. So from the outside, it looks like two different worlds. You have a chef side and a music side. What are the commonalities between those two?
I think it's like these are like my primary passions, music and food. I make my career and living off of food and restaurants, but music has always been part of my life. They both come from the heart, and there's, something you do that you love to do. So I'm lucky to have both aspects in my life.
So, Joe, for performing in something like this, in this aspect on this show, I mean, you've been in front of the public space for a very long time. You've performed at a lot of shows, but to go in front of a crowd like this with a mask on, what were some of the biggest challenges that you had?
I mean, obviously all the technicalities of singing with the, like 20-pound spaghetti head on, but also the choreography. I never really danced and sang at the same time, so that was new. The live audience is a great, energetic, incredible sensation. It's all about energy. It's about the performance. It's about, giving, when it's time to give up the goods, you got to give up the goods. And you got to turn the challenges into successes and make what you can of the moment and give a great performance, like anything else in life. When that moment comes, you got to give it all.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, just the idea of being there with a 20-pound mask, I can only imagine. But Billy Joel was what you were singing, a Billy Joel song. And, I know that you know Billy Joel to some extent. Have you talked to him about this performance since this aired?
I grew up in Long Island with Billy Joel in the 70s and 80s on the soundtrack of my life. I know Billy is a customer of my restaurants in New York. I think in all the secrecy, I did not reach out to him. I'm sure he saw it, so can't wait to hear what he thinks of the whole thing and my performance specifically. So it's exciting to have that access as well.
All right, so switching gears just a little bit, we're here in Portland. This is a really big foodie town, and something that I have to ask. Is there a possibility that you could bring one of your restaurants to Portland?
Yeah, we have a new sandwich shop from Florence called Antico Vinaio. We're opening our third one in LA next week, and Portland is definitely on the target. The best sandwich in the world directly from Florence. We're coming to Portland. Antico Vinaio.
That is a huge deal. So fantastic. I will make sure everybody knows about that. Just to wrap up with one more too, Master Chef, the new season coming out here shortly. Can you give us any kind of an idea of what we can expect for this year?
Absolutely. In May, we'll have MasterChef season 14, which is generations. So millennials, Gen X, Gen Z, baby boomers, like different age categories of people cooking together. And it's really an expose on what's happening with foodieism and cooking and ingredients in America. It's an amazing, amazing season. So check it out.
All right, so there we go. Again, just a few minutes there with Joe, but at least we got those. So congratulations to him. Successful run there. Not on the show anymore, but still pretty amazing. And just the fact that now he's going to go talk to his buddy Billy Joel. So there we go. Maybe we can get Billy on the show as well. But we appreciate all of you joining us here for Fox 12 Now. Again, if this is your first time watching, we have a number of segments that we do every day that you can watch all of those at on our website, on the Fox 12 app, which whatever platform you're on, just look for Fox 12 Oregon, download that app, and we'll be on there. Just click on the Fox 12 Now tab. So lots of ways to check out all of the content that we have here. And if you have an idea for a segment, feel free to send me an email, fox12now@kptv.com, fox12now@kptv.com. Send that in. If there's ever breaking news between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., this is also where to go. We'll send out an alert. Come right here. I'll relay as much information as we possibly can to you about whatever is going on. But that's it for right now. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to Joe and the Masked Singer. I'm Greg Dibler. This is Fox 12 Now.